last 20 years, from 2010 to 2030, they expect 350 million people to move into cities. That's 50,000 new skyscrapers. That's 170 new mass transit systems. It's 100 new airports. Life is changing. I'd like to welcome you to my neighborhood in Shanghai called Zangyuan. Zangyuan is one of the very few historical preserved areas in Shanghai that are left today. Shanghai, as you may know, has been undergoing some tremendous changes over the last 30 years. Urbanization is the single largest driver of economy and culture in China. Behind me, you can see this wonderful traditional wet market where local, fresh, seasonal food and seafoods you can find every weekend. This is really a great, healthy way to live. But what's happened is over time, we've gone more towards processed food, towards convenience, just like the Western world. The problem with this generation is that they're completely disconnected from this type of real food. This generation would prefer to go out, they don't know how to cook, and their parents didn't know how to cook, so they can't teach them how to cook. So the disappearance of these types of wet markets is part of the growing problem with obesity and diabetes in China. Some of the ways that our Chinese diet has slid into decline are, if you look at our traditional stir-fried vegetables, sometimes you might have some condiments of meat as a luxury. Now you have huge slabs and steaks. Before, it used to be just enough, right? We have shared dishes around a round table. But now you've got these huge portions and you're served plates, so you feel the need to eat more. So all of this is just some small symptoms of what China is going through. But not just China, really, I see it around the world. This diet transition has led to a fast decline of our health, and frankly, it's a crime because this generation of children are going to live shorter lives than their parents. The way that we eat food is connected to every aspect of our life. So what we need to do is to change our food culture. We need to change the culture of consumption. To do this, we have to start with our youngest children. We need to teach them to enjoy real food. We need to teach them how to be smarter consumers. So one of the ways that we teach kids about real food is letting them touch real vegetables, real fruits, and learn about food literacy. What does an eggplant look like? What does the corn look like? And then we have them actually learn how to cook. And that's what my organization, Juice, has done with the New Way to Eat program. We hope to pilot this all throughout China, but then also to give it to the rest of the world. The urban migration that's happening in these 40 years is unprecedented. Nobody's ever seen this anywhere in history. So we're going to end up with 900 million people living in cities. These people are going to have more money to buy more meat, more food in general, and this is not only going to lead to overeating and obesity and diabetes, but also more emissions. Our agriculture systems, unfortunately, are draining our planet of its health. So we need to be careful that as we eat our food, that we make sure that our healthy planet has enough healthy soil, has enough healthy water, has enough healthy air to grow our healthy food. This is something that sounds simple, but it's very difficult to bring our expertise from experts around the world in sustainability, nutrition, and medicine down to the level of kids so they can understand and act upon it every day at the level of buying food here and putting it in their mouths. It's super important that we learn how to eat in a way that's good for you and good for the planet.